Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. This is an order for Barbara. Barbara, you're making me do this mold. So she saw me unbox this huge thing back in June. She's been waiting ever since, and I think she realized I probably am not going to be doing this anytime soon, so she ordered it to make me do this. So she loves Alice in Wonderland. This is a little chest of drawers, I guess, and I did not realize when I ordered it that it was going to have the playing card symbols on the front. I just didn't look that closely. I'm not an Alice in Wonderland fan like she is, so I just kind of put this on the back burner. And you can't even fill these in because you can't get to them. See, they're underneath this big block of silicone because this is a drawer. So I couldn't even like block it off with anything so it didn't pour them. So I just kind of set it aside and never did anything. It did come with these foam blocks, which is nice. I mean, this was a pricey mold. It wasn't like $5 or anything. I think it was like $35. So I was willing to just set it aside and not do it, but she's making me do it today. But these foam blocks are going to hold this into place. So these come in, there's a shape for each one of these because each one has a different shape to them. And the foam blocks actually came with 3 more of these. Only 1 of these and 2 each of these ones. So I guess if you ruin one maybe or lose one, you have extras. It also has a little tray that one of the arms, this arm here, which has this cutout, is going to be holding a little tray. So I did measure all these with water quite a while ago, and I wrote on here before it rubs off. So these each hold 1.5 ounces. The tray is 3 ounces. These drawers are each about 3 ounces, and this one is about 18 ounces. I'm gonna have to do this in a couple pours. One, my cup only goes to 30 ounces on my biggest one, and I think I need like 36 to 38, depending on how bad I measured with water. And 2, we're doing different colors. She wanted marbling, red and white marble for this and the arms. She wants a gold tray, and she wants super sparkly white drawers. So I'm just going to mix them as I need to pour them. Now I did do, let me grab them, 2 test pieces for her. I didn't know which marbling would look the best. So this is mica powders marbled. This is pigment paste and Castin Craft red pigment marbled. So I sent her the pictures of both and she chose this one. So we are going to do white resin mixed with a few drops of Castin Craft, and we're going to pour this and the 2 arms. So let me get some resin mixed up, some gloves on. This one, I think, well, maybe I'll do this first. We are going to move this stuff. I'm going to paint this one with metallic. This is rustic gold. And we're just going to paint this on here and then fill it with black. That way she has a nice golden tray. And this stuff goes so far that one little brush full is most likely going to do this whole thing, possibly more. So be careful when you're putting them on. So this should be a pretty little fancy little tray. So I guess she's a big fan of Alice in Wonderland and she just couldn't wait anymore. I did do a few other projects for her this past week. So if you didn't see those, check those out. She had the rose box that she had made. Well, I had made for her. And then the other thing, what was the other thing? Oh, the blue pumpkin, that's right. I have them sitting over here waiting to ship when everything is done. There is a flaw in the mold, so right there is not going to be any gold. So we'll have to figure out how to fix that. See, there's extra gold in here. I'm just going to pour it back into my bottle, if at all possible. This stuff goes a long, long way. I have had these bottles for so long, and I have tons left in them. And then I take this poofy brush, which I only use for gold because I can't get it out. And I just basically get all the rest out. And if it floats, it's okay on this particular project because it's the back and it's not going to make any difference. There's no clear coat to worry about for the gold mixing in. So we'll just set this aside, and I'm going to get some resin mixed up. I'm going to use, I think, my casting resin because I could pour it the deepest and work with it the longest. I've got 22 ounces mixed up. Now we're just going to add the white, and then I'm going to split it in two and throw it through my vacuum chamber. It's going to take quite a lot of white, I think. Do need to mix this well because pigment paste that's not mixed will sink, and it won't cure if it's not mixed. So I don't think that this mold will hold really any micro bubbles because there's no silicone on the back of it to hold them in. But because I'm using so much resin for this project, I don't want to do this twice. I don't want to take any chances, and if you have a vacuum chamber, you might as well put it to good use. I'm just gonna mix it really well, split it, mix it again. I think that's enough white. I'm just going to pour some in this cup. Both of these cups will fit in the vacuum chamber at the same time, so there's no need to do them in smaller batches. I'm just going to mix them again really well. Especially this one. This is the one I dropped it in. And the red, literally a couple of drops. Otherwise, the red takes over. So I'm just going to add a drop, swirl it, pour. If I run out of red, I'm going to add another drop, swirl it, and pour it that way. Because that definitely will take over. Let's do the arms first, just so I can move them out of the way. And I'm going to spray them with alcohol just to stop any bubbles. But first, I did mix this up. We'll do just like that. And just barely stir, because the top's going to come out first, and then we're definitely gonna have to add some more as we go. How am I gonna do this? I need to move this out of my way. I'm gonna pour it slow so I don't incorporate any more bubbles. All right, there's one. See, those 3 drops, they go so far. Let me respray that. And there's 2. Move that. Now the big guy. We'll do it this way, and I'm gonna douse this with alcohol too. And I think I'll add 2 drops just because I'm getting to the bottom and I see it's more pink. That should be good for this whole batch. I'm afraid to push on it because I don't want to ruin. That's why I put so much alcohol in there. I don't want to ruin any kind of pattern that we might like. So let's do, oh, I didn't mean to squirt, but that's how it came out. There we go. And do the same thing. I should have extras, but sometimes it works out that I actually needed it. So if you measure with water, just add an ounce or two, depending on how big your project is. I am trying to dome it perfectly. Okay, so I do have a little bit left. So I'm going to, you know what I'm gonna make? I'm gonna make a little bear. She likes these little guys. So let's give her a little marbled bear. To go with that. I've got 12 more ounces mixed up and I split it. There's 3 here for this gold tray that I'm going to put black, and then I'm going to do a mixture of whites, different kinds of whites, and then throw these through the vacuum chamber before we pour them. Same thing. But I just want to get everything mixed up and not take any chances with bubbles. Little tiny bit of black does it. And for the white, she wanted it really pearly and sparkly, so I pulled out my pearl white mica powder, my Rolio pearl white, which is more of a shimmer, and then my crushed crystal, which is an even better shimmer than the Rolio. So I'm going to put all 3 in there and see what it comes out like. Don't want to use the black one though. All right, this is this one. I'm just going to use the other side of my stick and get a good chunk. Oh, see, I meant to do it in a small cup and I was too anxious. I'm just going to set this aside and mix this well. Gosh, I hope I mix this well. You should mix it in a tiny cup first. I've been so good lately doing that, but not today. I'm gonna just put everything in here so I could just mix it one time. I actually need some more powder. A little bit, not too much. Then I'm going to add the Rolio, which is a sparkle too, but it's not quite as potent as my crushed crystal is. This is way more potent, so I'm just going to do, you only need a tiny bit of that. That's can take over very easily. Now I'm going to mix it really well. And hopefully the vacuum chamber will break up anything with all those bubbles that I don't get. Look at how shiny and shimmery. That's going to be so pretty. I'm going to spray those things down with alcohol like crazy because I can't get down underneath there the way they're made. Look at that, so nice. All right, to the vacuum chamber. Alrighty, so with this one I'm not going to spray alcohol into because I'll ruin all that gold mica powder. So I'm just gonna pour the black in and hope for the best. I need to go down at room or eye level. And that took all 3 ounces, just a little few drops left over. I'll put this in my extras mold that I started. So these I am going to douse with alcohol, because especially with those pieces down there that I don't know, I really hope that they get filled in, because I have no control over that part and I don't like not having control. Let's see what we got here. I'm just gonna pour it slowly, because these walls are so thin right here. Gosh, it seems like it's taking all of it. Where is it all going? I feel like I poured the whole 12 ounces in here. All right. What do I have left? Oh, I have 6 ounces left. That seemed to take a lot. All right, there's one. Let's see, what can I do here for you guys? Let me try to move a few things out of the way. Next up on the block, I'm just gonna stick this in here to help it flow down there. And there's not a whole lot I can do to make sure those little symbols get filled in. And then we got one more. And then we just wait. This is going to be the hardest part. To the last drop. Wow. I have enough for like nothing. I'm gonna pour both of these into my little conch shell extras mold. Since I already have a couple extras I need to finish on this video, I don't want to make myself too much work here. See you on demold. These are all still cooling down, so I figured I'll show you what I did to all the extras. Sorry it wasn't on camera today, but I was just trying to get them done. So here I made a keychain with a little shell on it. I just drilled a hole in the top. And then I did the same thing with the other one. So I didn't want to waste these 2 samples. Then I filled the Oreo with some red and made this a keychain as well. And put love on there, because who doesn't love Oreos? And then I had these two. This one says Dream, you know, for the American Dream, and top coated it. There wasn't much marbling left. It was just the end of the batch and there was just a bunch of red on the bottom. And then this one says Courage, USA. They're just stickers I put under the UV resin. And then the little bear. Let me show you the bear. Oh, isn't he cute? He's ready for winter, but I didn't have a choice. I had to do this because when I unmolded him, there was a streak going from the bottom all the way almost up to here of black or blue. That powder got into my mold and I didn't notice it. So it was embedded into him and I'm like, how am I gonna cover that up? So I salvaged him with a little scarf and a little Santa hat. So there he is. He's all ready for winter. What do you think? So make sure you check your molds. Yeah, it's out of there now. No problem for the next one. Check your molds before you pour in them. I am learning the hard way. I think this one is good to go. This one's a little wonky. I'm pretty sure I told her that when I was talking to her, so I'm not sure. It's not going to be perfectly round. That's the way the mold came, and there's that spot I was telling you about on the mold. So that'll either have to be the back. Oh, no, you know what, you guys? This is the top. This is the top. What was I thinking? So it's not going to be gold. We're going to make it gold somehow. And now I have to think about it. Why do I do these things? These are upside down and this was my top. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah. Gonna have to think about that or come up with another plan. So that's a little disappointing. You live and learn when you pour one the first time, don't you? It's not the first time that's happened to me. So, here's one of the arms. This seems to be good enough to come out of the mold. The marbling. Ooh, look at that marbling. Looks pretty good. I'm hoping these are, yeah, it goes like this. This goes like that. So I'm going to have to figure something out. Oh gosh, so disappointing. And then this arm. That one looks pretty good. Look at that marbling. This sunk a lot. It shrank a lot, so I do have some trimming to do on these. These ones shrank a lot too. What I ended up doing, these are still a little warm, I filled these with UV resin because I think it was too thin where it shrunk because that silicone was right up against it. So I did fill these up with the UV resin and cured them. But this is the back of the drawer, so it really shouldn't matter. I don't know how to get these out easy. I may just do this off camera. I don't know yet. I see the shimmer. These are not that easy. I probably should be waiting. I really don't want to bend these because that looks like what I'm doing. Oh, that little piece came out good, and so did that one. Awesome. No bubbles in them. I was worried about bubbles. All right, so here we go. One little tiny black spot there. But the shimmer's good. You could see all the crystal in it. You could see the pearlescent mica powder. Nice, 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 nice. Let's check these out. This one's a little bit deeper. I'm praying that they don't bend, or I'll be heating them up to bend them back into place when we fit them. Oh, there's the front. Oh, good. No bubbles in those two either. That's amazing. I did not have a good feeling about those little pieces. Oh my gosh, I can't get this back. There we go. So that one looks good. I am going to do something to these pieces so you can see them. These edges are sharp too. I feel like I'm cutting my fingers open. Well, if these are good enough to unmold, then that one's definitely good enough to unmold, because these are much thinner. Not too bad for waiting 4 months to pour this thing. And there's no bubbles in those either. Great. Now, let me get all this stuff out of my way. Let's see, we got these 3 are good. Those 2 are good. So far, 1 failed piece, but we're gonna figure it out. Let's see here. These pieces are where the arms go. A little bit of trimming to do, not too bad. And you really can't bend any of these pieces, because if you do, good luck getting those drawers to fit. I'm just gonna peel it up and pull it out. And I'm gonna pop the drawers in really quickly. Oh my gosh, this thing is stuck. I'm gonna get this out off camera. That took me like 10 minutes, you guys. If you have a hard time unmolding molds, I do not recommend this mold. It was hard. I ended up squirting some alcohol. That didn't even help. But I put the drawers in, so are you ready to see it? Isn't it cute? Oh gosh, I probably shouldn't have put them in yet. Now I have to get them out. I didn't trim them, so now I need to grab them and get them out. But the arms go like this. So the only thing I need to fix, this one goes like this, in that, and they'll have to be glued in place because they will slide. They go like that. Whoops. Like I said, I need to trim everything, get it completely done, embellish the embellishments. And that goes like that. And then I have to figure out the tray, because the tray goes like this. So he's holding the tray. So let me get the drawers back out, trim everything up, fix a few things, and then I'll show you the final product. I have her done. I am not pushing the drawers in because they need a little trimming. They're not fully cured and I don't want to shove them in where I can't get them out. But this is what I did with the little tray. So this was a piece of scrap paper that I glued down. I went around the edge with this cool sticky stuff. So it's not gold, I get it, but the silver looks beautiful with it and I know Barbara's not gonna care. And then I blinged it out with rhinestones. I covered these edges because there's a seam here where the arm is, and I UV resin the arm in because it was sliding and falling out. Not the best design. I see where they're going with it, but I UV resin that in. I covered the seam. I did rhinestones on each of these, black and red. So this will go in here like this, in her arm, in her hand. I'm not gonna glue this in. I'll let her do that because I want to be able to ship this. So that is it, guys. What do you think? I think the marbling came out beautiful all over. That was a great choice of marbling with the pigment pastes. Even the back is beautiful. So that is it. I will get you some pictures, probably with the drawers out, because I'm going to go ahead and finish up the video now. But I do have some. This one seems to fit the best. You almost need a bigger knob. I wouldn't have a problem if there was a bigger knob to pull. I don't know how tiny her fingers are. I've never met her in person, but my little fingers cannot pull them out by these drawer pulls. So I'm going to, yeah, do a little trimming, cure it fully, see what happens. So that's it. That is for today. I will see you guys all tomorrow. You all have a blessed day and stick around for those final pictures, everyone. Bye.